Oyo High Court postpones PDP convention case again under heavy security as party tension grows ahead of 2027. Welcome to Titolu Media. Thank you for viewing. Please, if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that whenever we drop updates, you'll be notified. And also, don't forget to like, comment, and share the video. Thank you. The political environment in Oyo State became more heated on Tuesday as the Oyo State High Court in Ibadan again postponed the hearing on the People's Democratic Party convention case. According to the report by Vanguard, the adjournment happened under strict and heavy security presence around the court premises. Journalists who arrived to cover the case were denied entry and kept outside by security officers. The matter, which concerns the internal struggle inside the Oyo chapter of the People's Democratic Party, continues to delay as the court keeps shifting dates. The judge, Justice Ladiren Akintola, moved the hearing to Wednesday, leaving many party members worried about the continued uncertainty. Security presence at the High Court was unusually strong. As early as 6:30 a.m., operatives of different security units have already taken position around the court. Vehicles were stopped for check, pedestrian movement was restricted, and all the unauthorized persons were turned back. Journalists who arrived with identification cards and equipment were still blocked and told the section was closed. Some attempted to navigate their entry, but the officers insisted they had strict instructions. Witnesses said the tension around the area reflected the seriousness of the political fight inside the PDP. The officers were seen walking around the premises, positioning themselves at all entrances and ensuring no group gathered in a large number. Inside the court, only lawyers, court officials, and persons directly tied to the case were permitted entry. The matter before the court involves the legality of the proposed Oyo PDP State Congress and the leadership arrangement behind it. One fraction of the party accused the other of planning a convention that violates the party constitution. The breakdown of the dispute includes: 1. Which executive have the authority to conduct the convention? 2. Whether the procedures for notices and approval were followed. 3. If proper consultations were made across wards and local governments. 4. Claims that certain leaders were sidelined. 5. Arguments over authentic delegates. One fraction insists the planned convention is illegal, the other maintains it is legitimate and backed by the appropriate organs of the party. This disagreement has dragged the party into court for months. To understand the current case, it is necessary to look at past issues in Oyo PDP. 2019 victory and rising internal splits. After winning the governorship election in 2019, internal cracks began to appear as different blocs started struggling for influence. Individuals who supported the party during the election wanted a stronger say in decision-making. 2020 to 2022, power blocs began to form. Two major power blocs emerged. Bloc A, loyal to key state leaders. Bloc B, backed by long-standing political figures and grassroots elders. These blocs clashed over appointments, roles, ward executives, and strategic positions. 2023, post-election struggle. After the 2023 general election, disagreement increased. Many members accused one another of holding positions, removing loyal members, and ignoring party structure. In 2024, court cases began to rise. Several pre-convention arguments started in 2024, resulting in multiple petitions and final formal court action. This history is part of what led to the current High Court dispute. Justice Ladire Akintola took the bench briefly, listened to some procedural comments, and then adjourned the matter to Wednesday. No full section took place because certain feelings and responses were still unresolved. Lawyers outside expressed mixed reactions. Some said they were ready to proceed. Others said they still had documents to submit. All parties agreed they had to wait for the next date. The judge did not give a lengthy explanation, but observers believe the court wants all documents complete before proceeding. Members of the fraction opposing the convention said the delay is necessary because the party must follow proper procedures. They claim the other fraction is trying to rush the process. The fraction supporting the convention said the constant adjournments are slowing down the party preparation for 2027 election. They argue the opposing side is using the courts to weaken the party. Both sides maintain they want fairness, but neither wants to give up control. The court crisis is now affecting several key areas. 1. Planning for the 2027 election. 2. Selection of candidates for early structures. 3. State strategy for national elections. 4. Unity of the party at local government levels. Party analysts say a divided party cannot move into 2027 with confidence. The national PDP is monitoring the case quietly. Party elders from Abuja have not yet stepped in fully. However, insiders say the national office wants the matter resolved soon. They fear that the fight in Oyo could spread to other southwest states. They want the court outcome respected by all sides. If the crisis continues, it may force national PDP leaders to intervene. Political experts interviewed by multimedia say the fight is about control, not ideology. Or your PDP must settle early to avoid a weak performance in 2027. Internal battles usually affect campaign strength. Too many court cases weaken parties' unity. They warn that if the matter is not settled, new fraction may break away before the election. The next hearing is scheduled for Wednesday. It is expected to clarify whether the court will allow the convention, whether the court will block the process, whether mediation will be suggested, whether more documents will be required. The ruling may shape the future of the party. Oyo State is politically competitive. Any internal division in the ruling party creates room for opposition party to gain strength, political observers say. The APC is watching the situation closely. Smaller parties could benefit. Neutral voters may shift positions. Local councils campaigns could be affected. The internal conflicts may change the state's political direction if not resolved soon. Members of the public who followed the case online reacted with confusion, worry, concern about justice, concern about political instability. Some expressed disappointment that journalists were not allowed into the courtroom. At the moment, the case is still in court. The convention remains on hold. Tension continues to grow inside PDP. The next hearing is on Wednesday. The party leadership question remains unresolved. This situation may continue for weeks if no agreement is reached. As the political situation continues to unfold, more information has been coming from party insiders and community observers around Oyo State. Many local government party members say the delay in resolving the case is starting to affect basic party activities at the ward and council levels. Some ward leaders say they cannot hold certain internal meetings because they don't know which fraction's instruction to follow. This has created confusion in places like Ibadan North, Ogbomoso, Oyo Town, Ibarapa, and part of Okeogun. Members who normally work together now wait for clearer direction from the court before making important decisions. Party supporters also say the delay is discouraging new members who plan to register ahead of the 2027 cycle. Many young people who wanted to join the party are monitoring the crisis, and some say they want to see unity before taking a final decision. Analysts warn that if this continues, the party may lose potential supporters. Community leaders who usually help support political disagreements have also begun to speak. Some elders say both fractions should stop fighting in public because it affects the image of the party and brings unnecessary pressure on ordinary members who only want progress, not quarrels. There are also reports that other political parties in Oyo State are already preparing strategies to take advantage of the PDP division. Opposition parties believe that if the PDP does not settle early, they can win more seats in both the states and national elections. Inside the PDP itself, some senior figures have started calling for an urgent meeting between the fractions. They argue that even though the matter is in court, political dialogue is still necessary because court decisions alone cannot heal internal wounds. They suggest that both sides should sit down, agree on basic rules, and promise to follow the outcome of the case without further drama. Political experts say that these few days are important because the court's final direction on the matter will either calm the party or deepen the tension. If Wednesday's hearing leads to progress, the party can begin to rebuild trust. If not, the internal crisis may continue and grow larger. In all of this, residents of Oyo are watching the situation closely because the party in power plays a major role in developing plans, policy direction, and community projects. Many citizens simply want peace inside the party so that the government's work will not be distracted as preparation for 2027 continues. What do you think about the rising tension in Oyo State PDP? Do you think the court will settle the issue soon? Share your opinion in the comment section below. Like, comment, and share the video, and subscribe. Please don't forget to turn on your notification bell. Thank you for watching. Stay calm, stay safe, and stay updated.